So we've searched in a database, and it brought up some results. Now we're going to use a different place to search. We're going to use this big search box right here. It's called the library catalog, and that's where our books live. In our database search, we're getting articles. In this search, we're going to get books, which can be useful for you. We're going to stick with our question from the last video about food insecurity. You can copy and paste the or and statements from the previous topics and put them right into the search box. Before the and represents community-supported agriculture, and after the and represents not having access to that food in agriculture. On the left side, you can see format. What we want over here is to select book. This will pull up ebooks and physical print books. Now all we're looking at are books, and you can see titles, authors, and when they were published. And I just like to look at the titles of things first. So this first book seems to be talking about food systems in rural communities and urban communities. This seems to be pretty on topic of what we were talking about. The second result talks about food insecurity in Malawi, a country in East Africa. Looking at regions around the world and comparing how they handle and or are struggling with food insecurity is a great research topic. So I'm going to keep scrolling until I see some other relevant topics. Here, with this book titled Growing Better Cities, we see it's discussing how population growth means larger demand for feeding people, especially in urban spaces. It fits with the idea of what I was looking for. Very urban-supported idea here. And if you click on the title, it comes up with this little window to the side, and the best part is under the summary. Here, it gives you a description of what the book is about. You can see where it was published, and the contents of the book and subjects. Now the subjects are super important. All those subjects are listed below, and they have themes that the book touches on, like food insecurity, urban poor, etc. But if we go back up to the database search that we did, add some of these subject results into your search. Food security is another term. We've been using food insecurity. Maybe the better term to search for is food security. You need to constantly adjust your search strategy to get better results. Now back to my book. Subjects are great because you can see what the book is about without actually having to check it out or read it. I'm going to click on this book because I think it's important. We're actually in an ebook collection. Here's the PDF for it, or reading it online. There is a search within button. So if I want to see where urban agriculture is mentioned in the entire book, it'll tell me. Urban agriculture is mentioned 98 times throughout this book. And if you click on it, on one of the search results, it takes you to the page, and I can see that they are talking about within the idea of urban agriculture and read about it. Books are great in the same way that articles are great because they have a bibliography. This is a list of resources that are relevant to you because they all have something to do with either urban agriculture or improving nutrition. So to recap, we started with our search strategy. We put that into the library homepage in the big search box. We got our first book result. We got our second book result, scrolling down. And so it's just the process, going back to that slide before this. It's modifying my search, looking at bibliographies, and finding things that work for me. What's great in here is that there is a Cite Books button up at the top of your search result where you can pick your citation style, and it will spit out a citation for you. So remember, the big search bar on the library's main page will get you books. Last thing, real quick, I wanted to show how to get a regular print book instead of an ebook. I'm going to go back to the home page, and in the search bar, under the Books, Articles, and More tab, I'm going to type Life of Pi because I know this library has it here at the RMC library. And then I hit search. And here it is, and I'm going to click on it. If you want to find the book yourself, scroll all the way down to the bottom to find the call number, near where it says shelving location. This is the number you will use to search upstairs. So it will be in the PR section. With this number located here, all of this is located on the book's spine. If that is too complicated, there is also an option to place the book on hold, and a librarian or library circulation desk assistant will grab it for you and place it on a cart in front of the information desk downstairs. It will ask you to sign in when you first place the hold,